1500 form that is required as of April 1st. What we're going to talk about is what you need to have done in Management Plus in order to be ready to send claims on paper or electronically using that new form. So the first thing that we need to make sure is you are on the most recent version that has the new CMS 1500 format working and aligned correctly. So what I need to have you do first thing is go into your Management Plus, click on the About button, and make sure that your DB version says 6.7.8, okay? DB version 6.7.8. And then also, if you click Version Information, I need to know that these files in this screen, your list is going to be much shorter, but they should all be dated 3/5, like you see at the bottom of this window. 3/5, March 5th, 2014 is the date that you want to have on those files, if not more recent than that. Anything prior to March 5th, you need to call or email our support team, and you need to schedule a time for us to upgrade your system. We are doing upgrades every night of the week, and we will also be doing them this coming Saturday, March 15th. So if that works better for you, please let us know. We need to get that scheduled so that you are able to send claims in the correct format in just a few weeks. All right. Now, once that upgrade is completed, then we need to have you come in to File, Administration, and we're going to go into the HCFA alignment. All right. In this HCFA alignment, there's a couple of things that we're going to see. I don't want you to worry about any of these settings except what we're talking about. So there's 3 tabs across the top. The print alignment, you may need to adjust your font up or down depending on your printer settings. This is where you can do that. Okay, so this little guy on the left side moves the font up and down. Up at the top, you have the bar to move your font left or right. Okay, again, based on your printer. Now, the coverage address, we don't need to worry about at this time, and other properties. When you come into other properties, you may have some of these checked, you may not. Whatever this screen looks like, go ahead and leave it as is. The only thing that we need to worry about with this new CMS 1500 form is second to the last checkbox says Use CMS 1500, and then there are 2 radio buttons. CMS 1500 08-05 is the current CMS form. Okay. CMS 1500 02-12 is the new form that is required as of April 1st. When you are processing your claims, paper or electronic, you need to make sure that this is set to the appropriate form you want to use. Now, most payers say that they will be accepting both formats for the first little while, but we're not going to count on that. So just be aware of your individual payers. If you find out that some of your insurances are not yet ready for this brand new form, you will have to process claims on the old format for that insurance. So what that means is we set this to the new CMS 1500 form and we click OK. You're then going to go in and you're going to process claims like you normally do for all insurances that are able to take that new form. If you don't know, go ahead and try sending them on the new claim form. If they deny because they're not ready, hopefully the clearinghouse should revert it back to the old format. Otherwise, the paper denials will come back also. If there's an insurance, for example, Blue Cross Blue Shield, the second one, if they are not ready, you can uncheck it from this screen, process the rest of these, okay, and then you will need to go back to HCFA alignment, go to other properties, change it back to the old CMS 1500 form, and process those Blue Cross Blue Shield claims. All right. Those are the only 2 places in this system this screen right here and being upgraded to 6.7.8 with files March 5th or later are the two things that you need to have done in order for Management Plus to print those claims on that new format. Okay? And again, please, any boxes that are checked in this window, leave them as they are because those do affect other things with your claims, and chances are if they are checked, they need to be checked in order for you to avoid those denials. Okay? There's not much to this new form. Everything's already in the system for you. We just need to make sure you are on the correct version. Again, 6.7.8. March 5th is the date on the files you want to look at, and that is stored in this About button and version information. Okay? And we need to make sure that you are using, that you come into File, Administration, HCFA Alignment, going into Other Properties, and make sure that you have the correct version of that CMS 1500 checked. We will print out and file electronically based on what you have selected, so you will need to come in and just make sure that April 1st, you have that flipped over. Okay? All right. Does anyone have any questions about this new form that I can answer for you? I do not have any questions at this point that have come in. That's pretty much all there is to this new form. Just, you have to be on that right version of Management Plus, and we need to make sure that you go in and check the appropriate format that you are going to be sending. And keep in mind, you might have to kind of toggle back and forth between the two for a little while until all of your insurances are up and running. To schedule that upgrade, email or call our support team. It might be faster at this point just to email support. As you can imagine, everybody's trying to get upgraded and be ready for this new form here that's going to come into play in a couple of weeks. So email us that information. We need, to know the practice name, a contact name, what version you're currently on, and a good phone number and email address to get a hold of you. If you can provide that information, we can get that upgrade scheduled. We do have lots of room to do it this week, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and we will be doing upgrades on Saturday, March 15th. So please let us know. If you don't have any questions right now, that's pretty much it for this webinar. I know it was, short and sweet, but we will need, there's not a lot to do for this webinar, or for this change on your end, okay? If you don't have any questions, I appreciate your time today and hope you have a great afternoon and enjoy the rest of your week, and get those upgrades scheduled if we haven't already upgraded you to that version. If you do have questions, go ahead and send those in, and I'll wait for a few more minutes to answer any that I do see. Thanks so much, you guys. Okay, one question that just came in, what version? The majority of your files, and again, your list is going to be much shorter than mine is. The files need to be March 5th, 2014 should be the date on the majority of those. Okay, so you're looking for March 5th, 2014, and on your DB version, it needs to be 6.7.8. All right, it does not look like there are any other general questions that are coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and end the webinar. If you have other questions after we hang up, go ahead and call or email our support team, and we will be happy to answer those for you. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great afternoon. Bye.